Headshot.
Hello and welcome to another live stream of ARK Survival Evolved. I'm Havoc, and in chat right now we've got Body Changer and Woollybo. Thank you guys for joining me. So Body Changer, yeah, I'm doing good, Body Changer. Thanks for asking. And Woollybo, you're not free on Mondays, but you are tomorrow. I've got Mondays and Wednesdays designated for ARK. I have to keep my schedule just because that's the only way I can keep organized with all the stuff that I'm trying to do. So I wish I could help you out more quickly, but yeah, there's not much I can do. My hands are kind of tied. But anyway, for this live stream, what I'm going to be doing is the main objective here. I've got this Ascendant unassembled mech, and I want to build it, but I'm missing a ton of polymer. So what I want to do is I want to go run some orbital supply drops and any good element veins if I run across them. I probably won't be doing any low-level stuff. I'm not, probably yellow orbital supply drops or higher, or element veins at 20,000 health or more. Trying to make the most of my time here during the live stream. So as you can see, not cheap to build, and I've never had a mech. This will be my first one, so hopefully it will be worth all these materials. I got all those black pearls from two of my gachas that can create those, so they pump those out fairly quickly. Yeah, and then I also got, let's see here. Oh, and by the way, I think I got this blueprint from a red orbital supply drop. And then I also got, where is it? This thing right here, the Ascendant MDSM. It's a deployable shield module, I guess. I've never used it, so I'm not sure exactly if it's worth all the materials it's going to cost to make it, but I'm going to make it when I can. And I think I got this from killing the Forest Titan. Woollybo says, okay, yeah, next Wednesday. Woollybo says, dude, you look like the actor from Hal Cooper from Riverdale. What? That's funny. I always think it's really funny when people like make distinctions between actors. Like, I don't know. I've never been compared to an actor before, and I'm not sure who you're talking about. I don't think I've ever seen that. You said it's a compliment, though, so I'll take you at your word for that. Okay, so we've got our agenda set for tonight, and all we have to do now is execute on it. Hopefully everything will go smoothly. I'm gonna be using my striker team of Argents for everything tonight. These Argents are just a godsend on this map. You know, on Ragnarok, it's all about the Wyvern, the Lightning Wyvern. But with Extinction, as far as I know, you can't tame the Wyvern unless you use a mod or something. But so that just leaves Pteranodons and Argents for Death from the Sky creatures. And I learned that Argents are way better, just way better than Pteranodons, simply because of the amount of health that they have. And I think that they can actually output more damage as well. And one thing I didn't even mention there was the amount of weight that they can carry. I mean, they're just overall super awesome. So I've got 14 Argents here, and then what I ride around is high-level bred Pteranodon. Okay, so Willie Bo says, yeah, mech modules are OP. That's good to know. Yeah, so that will probably be worth the time getting all the resources to make that, so I'll definitely do that. Yeah, I've been grinding all day because I was hoping to make this live stream. I was hoping to make it a mech live stream where I craft the mech and then I go and take it out and test it on some stuff. And I've been grinding all day to try to make that happen, but I just wasn't getting enough polymer fast enough. I do have an Achatina farm, so I think I've got like around 10 Achatina, maybe more than that, constantly producing Achatina paste, cementing paste, whatever you want to call it. And I'm in no short supply of obsidian, but right now I'm depleted of Achatina paste, and so I'm at a standstill with polymer. And orbital supply drops usually, a lot of times they'll have cementing paste in them or polymer. I do have some gotchas over at my Sunken Forest base that do produce organic polymer, which I can use as well. The problem with that, though, is that organic polymer only stacks in stacks of 10, so it fills up the inventory real fast in the replicator. Okay, well, I just heard an element vein come out somewhere close, but I'm just gonna head over to this orbital supply drop. Loot beaver dams. Yeah, you know, I actually, with the, what was it, around 10 Achatinas that I have, I think it might be like 13 or something like that, but like, I've gotten to that point where my Achatinas, I have so many of them that they actually produce enough Achatina paste where looting beaver dams is no longer a lucrative endeavor. It's not, like, that's a great way, like, when you're first starting to get cementing paste, but yeah, I dumped a bunch of time into getting those Achatinas, and they just keep passively producing Achatina paste. So I think I might be averaging around 1,000 Achatina paste an hour, somewhere around that. I'm sure you can find the actual calculations on Gamepedia. Alright, what do we got here? Purple. Oh man. Okay, yeah, so I can't actually, like, I can survive a purple orbital supply drop, but I don't have enough force to prevent the orbital supply drop from getting destroyed. So I'll get in there and I'll make it to around wave 5, and then the orbital supply drop gets destroyed, and that's not what we're trying to do tonight. You know, actually, I should probably just get started, so that way it can just get destroyed quickly, and then hopefully another OSD will drop. Yeah, and I get to wave like 5 usually with just what you see here with these Argents. And they're all bred Argents, they're all high level bred Argents with Ascendant saddles. So every single one of these Argents are extremely valuable. but they're also all individually monsters. So it's always kind of a fear that I'll lose one, you know, but I'm pretty confident in them. It's just the orbital supply drop gets destroyed. So I'm actually on the lookout for... Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I'm actually on the lookout for a super high level male Rex. I've got a level 3, I tamed a level 360 female Rex, and I think that's the absolute maximum level that I can find with my settings, because the wild dino level cap on this file is 300, and the Rex that I came across is a tech Rex at level 360, which I didn't know that they could get that high above the max level cap, simply for being tech. Okay, so Willy Bo says, I'm having a shortage of pace, that's why I can't upgrade to metal base. Yeah, man, I highly recommend building an Achatina farm. I've got a video on my YouTube channel about how to set up an Achatina farm. You're going to need a stable way to get rare flowers, so you're going to need a Theriznosaur that you boost with delicate harvesting, and then you're going to need to locate an area that actually has rare flowers that you can harvest. And that's what's going to fuel the beehives, which is going to create the honey. And then, oh my goodness, I forgot. So I think you have to be level 80, maybe like 88, something like that, to make the industrial cooker. Let's just look at that real quick. So industrial cooker, 89. So you have to be level 89 to build the industrial cooker. To make the sweet vegetable cakes, you know, for the 13 Achatina or whatever it is I have, it takes a lot of sweet vegetable cakes to keep them happy and keep them producing. So unless you're level 89 or higher, it's going to be kind of hard to have an Achatina farm. Yeah, so Willy Bo says he doesn't have veggie cakes. Yeah, so if you don't have a good way to make the vegetable cakes, that definitely is going to prohibit you from having an effective Achatina farm. Alright, hopefully it's not another purple one over here. Red? Okay, that's perfect. If anyone's wondering why my health isn't going down super fast, I actually have one piece of hazard suit. I think usually, like, if I have 2 pieces of Ascendant Hazard gear on, like if I have the hazard suit chest piece and the hazard suit gloves, for instance, like, the amount of health that I lose being in the wasteland is quite negligible. Yeah, Willy Bo. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have to figure out a way to get to level 89 sooner than later if you wanted to get that Achatina farm going. And what map are you? Are you playing Extinction? Because depending on the map, like there's different ways you can level quickly depending on what map you're playing. But I highly recommend maybe just focusing on leveling up your character as quickly as possible to get to that point. Okay, yeah, so once the OSD gets activated, I just set my birds onto aggressive. They're all, I think around, I think they're all set for their targeting distance at medium range. So they shouldn't go off too far. Okay, we got another. Alright, so that worked, I think, when we activated that purple OSD and then left it to get destroyed. So hopefully that was another red one that dropped over there. That would be quite ideal. Oh. Alright, yeah, and then sometimes with these orbital supply drops, for anybody in chat who's unfamiliar with them, if you haven't run them yet, sometimes what will happen is you'll get stuck. Okay. So this is actually a pretty good orbital supply drop location, because all the dinos that needed to attack me actually got to where they needed to go. With some other orbital supply drop locations, what will happen is the encroaching corrupted dinos will get stuck, like behind rocks, behind ridges and stuff like that, and then you have to go and hunt them down and kill them to get the next wave to start. Yeah, so I'll just drag my Argents kind of back and forth and try to get the enemy dinos along that path. So I won't even use my Pteranodon a lot of times to attack anything. I guess I will here, though. Kind of get the Spinos off the supply drop a little bit. Yeah, I'll give him a hand this time around. Okay. I gotta go rescue these Argents. Yeah, these freaking corrupted Pteranodons. Alright, come on. Let's go. Oh, hey, that's a good question, Willybo. So, Willybo asks, what do I stream every other day of the week? So, right now, Mondays and Wednesdays are ARK, and then every other day of the week is Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 is temporary, though. I've been streaming Borderlands 2 quite a bit. So Borderlands 2 is Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And the only day I have off is Sunday. But the reason for that is just getting comfortable with live streaming. You know, talking to a camera, making sure all the settings are right in OBS. I didn't want a whole lot of people coming to my live streams right away. But, you know, I'm getting a little bit more confident, and I'm actually waiting for Anthem to come out, and that's coming out February 22nd, and that will probably replace Borderlands 2 completely. So I'll probably stick with doing ARK videos every Monday and Wednesday, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be Anthem. And then a month after Anthem comes out, so remember Anthem comes out February 22nd. Oh, we got a wyvern here. I think it's March 22nd, somewhere around there. I think the Division 2 comes out. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to actually play so many games. I might have to do 2 live streams each day instead of just 1 each day. And then actually not long after that, like another month after that, there's another game coming out that I want to live stream. What is it? Oh, Rage 2. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of games I'm going to be streaming. And I'll get a schedule set up for that so everybody knows what days I'll be streaming what and what times I'll be streaming what. But yeah, it's all going to start with Anthem. Like, I'm still kind of in that tutorial phase of streaming. You know, especially with Borderlands 2, because Borderlands 2 is, what, 7 years old now? Like, there's not a whole lot of people looking for Borderlands 2 streamers. Yeah, so Willybo says that he'll probably be getting Anthem. Yeah, you know, I had the VIP demo pass. One of my friends from the Navy gave me a link, so I should have been able to play the VIP demo last weekend. But I kept on getting stuck in the login screen where it says attempting to connect to EA servers. Like, it just never allowed me to get past that. And I tried everything. I tried to end process. I tried uninstalling and reinstalling the game. And I think it was something with the friend invite, like the friend link for the VIP demo that was messed up. And that, you know, that was EA's bad. You know, I wasn't the only one having that problem. Like, tons of people were having that problem. Okay, so we're missing... So, one of these corrupted dinos. Aha. There we go. Yeah, and then the Division 2, like, I played quite a bit of the Division 1, and it's, you know, it wasn't my favorite game in the world. Like, it was okay, you know, but certainly wasn't like ARK level awesomeness. But I'm hoping that they make the correct improvements for the Division 2. I could foresee that being a really good game. And then Rage 2 looks a lot, and I'd imagine it would kind of feel like a Borderlands game. You know, it's that first-person shooter, RPG, and I don't know, like everything I've seen about, I haven't played Rage 1, but like I just imagine it to be pretty Borderlandish, Borderlandy. Yeah, so actually one of the reasons why I like flying around on the Pteranodon for doing these is because I can aggress the Wyverns while my Argents stay down here. And really, like, you shouldn't have to take a lot of damage from the Wyverns if you fly and attack correctly. But actually the Argents that I have, they're such high level and they're such quality bred Argents that I could actually use an Argent to stay behind the Wyvern and attack the Wyvern as well. But that wasn't always the case. I just kind of got in the habit of using the Pteranodon for that function. Ah, for sure. Yeah, like, I definitely remember Woollybo, Icarus / Woollybo. Now, if I had thousands of subscribers, it would be much more difficult to remember everybody's secondary names. There we go. Yeah, and then actually, like, once you get to the point where you have like super hardcore birds, you can pretty much just sit on top of the orbital supply drop and just let your birds protect it. And I'll let it kind of play out this time. But you know, once you get to the red and purple with the wyverns, usually it's not a great idea because the wyvern can flame all of your flyers in one breath, which certainly isn't ideal. But you know, for the blue and yellow orbital supply drops, you can just sit right on it and go AFK and pretty much just be fine. Yeah, again, this is 14 Argents. They it looks like an absolute ton of Argents, but there's only 14 of them. And then what's really fun is when you exit this mode, you get to see all the damage that's been racking up. Watch. Yeah, so it's kind of fun just sitting up here and kind of, I don't know what it is on consoles, but on the keyboard if you hit K, it kind of brings you outside and you can kind of look around, like camera view. Alright, let's get the rest of these guys here. Alright, there should only be one more round for this. Yeah. Yeah, for the purple orbital supply drops, the wyverns are just nasty. Like, they have so much health. And obviously they do quite a bit of damage. More than you would like. It's actually nice when the wyvern attacks the orbital supply drop because it gives all my birds a chance to hit it. Alright, it should be going down here. There it goes. Easy day. And you know, this is actually a really good way to level your birds. You know, actually when I first bred these Argents, I just took them around, starting off with blue orbital supply drops and moving on to yellow. And then once I felt confident, I started doing red. And now red is really easy for the Argents that I have, as you can see. Purple is still not very possible. And it's not that, I don't, for anybody that's new in chat, like my Argents can actually survive the purple orbital supply drops. It's just that the OSD gets destroyed. Oh, Jason, long time no see, man. How you doing? Yeah, I got nothing going on crazy tonight for the live stream. Just trying to get polymer and cementing paste and maybe some good blueprints from the orbital supply drops. Leveling up the Argents is always a passive goal of mine. And then I've got enough element. The purpose of the stream tonight is actually to work towards getting the materials to build my first mech. Never had a mech before, so I'm kind of gung-ho to get one. There's some polymer right there. Should have brought a scythe. Okay, I think I got all of those. I'm stuck. There we go. Alright. Try not to miss anything here. Okay, what can I drop? I can drop that. Drop those. Drop that. Okay. Oh. Behemoth metal gateways, yeah. I don't need to be carrying those around either. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought that was a raptor. Scared the crap out of me. Okay. Yeah, so I think I got everything. Oh, you got screwed in ARK, Jason? What happened? Yeah, ARK is, like, you'll be having a great time playing ARK. And while you're writing your response, let me just give my thoughts about getting screwed in ARK. So, like, ARK is probably one of my favorite games. You know, you have to put a lot of thought into what you're doing. And a lot of time and a lot of effort. But then, you know, it could be so many different ways that you get screwed in ARK. But the potential for loss of time, like just all the work that you put into something just gone just because of something stupid, like some stupid mistake, or maybe your dino got stuck on something while it was getting attacked and you couldn't escape, or, you know, like on the island map, maybe your best mount that you brought into the cave falls into the lava. It could be so many different things. Like, it's very easy to rage quit ARK. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. For anybody who's playing solo, I do have a video out there about how to manually save your game if you're playing on PC. You can find that on my YouTube channel. You know, I don't use it. because I kind of think it takes some of the fun out of things. I'm kind of a masochist that way. Like, I like there being that threat of loss, you know, and that's something that you don't really see a whole lot of in today's video games. You know, like, in a lot of games today, like, if you fail at something, it's just like a little slap on the wrist, and then you can just go back to what you were doing. But, like, if you're as old as I am, like, you know that how games used to be, like, games used to be freaking brutal, man. Like, if you died, you're going way back to the beginning of the game. The good old Contra days. Alright, let's see here. What level element vein is this? 50,000. Okay, yeah, that's worth doing. I'm going to hop on my Pteranodon. Clear out a landing pad here real quick. Okay, so Jason says that what happened to him, you lost 21 Rexes in a system crash, fully imprinted wearing, oh no, oh yeah, okay, I remember you telling me about that, and a fully imprinted, oh man, oh, yeah, I would rage quit for sure. I would rage quit so hard if that happened. Yeah, that's a huge bummer, man. Okay, so... Alright, I think we're good to go here. Element Cities. Sucks it has to be right here in, like, the most volatile environment. Yeah, so I do have that one piece of hazard gear on. But that's not really going to do much to protect me over this, what's the zone called? The sulfur flats or something like that. Forgot the technical name of it. Yeah, Jason, are you playing solo? Because, like, if that were to happen, like, I would not hold it against anybody for just, like, reloading, using a manual save system to go back and reload before that happens. Because, pardon my French, that's bullshit. Jason says also last week he lost his level 118 character. What? How did that happen? Like a corrupted file? Well, that first round was flippin' easy. Not gonna complain though. Alright. I gotta make sure not to die. I've actually had that happen more than a couple times where I'll just be like flying around out here and then I'll just suddenly die. And I'll be like, oh crap, I just didn't see my health bar dropping. And yeah, like, it does make that heartbeat sound when you get low on health, but usually I listen to music when I play. Okay, so you do have a solo file? Yeah, man. I recommend just starting a manual save system. And, you know, just manually saving whenever you think to do it. That way, instead of losing tens of hours of work, like, you might just lose an hour, you know, whenever was the last time you saved. And again, you can find that video on my YouTube channel, how to do that. It's not too hard, and it doesn't take that long to do it, so it might be a good investment of your time to do that. Okay, so Jason lost his character. He said system crash when reload, no character there. Ouch. Yeah, ouch, man. Yeah, this is definitely not the best place to be messing around with orbital supply drops or element veins, but it's one of those element veins that actually has quite a bit of health, so it should be worth doing. Yeah, another thing I kind of noticed with these element veins is, like, once you clear all the waves and it's time to actually go around and collect, a lot of times what will happen is corrupted dinos will spawn, like, super close to where I'm at. And so, like, it's not, like, even collecting the element isn't very safe, like, once you get to that point. And the types of creatures that can spawn here, like the Arthropleura, I mean, you only have to get hit by its spit attack once and all your armor is just effed. Alright, so it looks like we got a creature stuck somewhere, otherwise we'd be on the next wave by now. Let's see here. Okay, I bet you it's the Stegosaur right here. Messing around. Yep, sure was. Oh, you're playing on the PS4. I don't know if there is a way to manually save on the PS4, Jason, actually. Like, on the PC, you actually have to go into your save folder and make a copy of your current save location. Alright, I'm just gonna let my birds do their thing here. Because I don't know if my birds can actually damage the element spires, but I don't think that they do. I know that I can for sure. Like, if I barrel roll into one of these, like, I'll probably, if I don't destroy it, I'll damage it pretty bad. I don't think my tamed flyers actually can hit them, so I'll just kind of let them do the work. I can, however, help out with this wyvern. There it goes. Alright, so I'm dying of thirst. I'm starting to die of hunger a little bit. Yeah, Jason agreed. That is just the nature of ARK. You know, the thing that I kind of mentally tell myself when something, especially in ARK, happens, like, I just, like, consciously and forcefully in my brain say, if this game were super easy, it wouldn't be as much fun. If there weren't the chance of loss, this game wouldn't be as much fun. Because, like, why would you play a game if all you ever did was win? You know, and I actually think that theory kind of applies to, like, all factions of life. You know, people, I think most people like a challenge. It gives people, like, a goal to overcome, a challenge to overcome, obstacle to demolish. DJ Extreme. Hello, welcome to the HGC ARK live stream. Yeah, actually, I don't even know if I've done 50,000 health element vein yet. Wow, that hurt. Should probably take it a little bit easier on my Terra. You gotta remember my Terra doesn't have as much health as my RGs do. Alright. Stop messing around up here, you guys. I'm just gonna whistle him passive. And then get him back down here. Oh, Yeah, you could try the thumb drive. I wonder if that would work, Jason. Alright, now that they're back down here, I'll set them on aggressive again. And I'll go for the Wyvern myself. There it goes. Okay, it looks like that's almost it for this round. But before this round is complete, I'd like to regain some of my Terra stamina. Yeah, these Orbital Supply Drop runs and Element Vein runs, so good for leveling flyers, or I suppose any tame dino. Alright, things are starting to get crazy. Oh, that one was only level 100. Okay, hopefully I don't lose too many of these element spires. I'll just trust my Argents to do a good job as I kind of just lead them around. Yeah, I tried taking, I don't know if anybody saw that live stream I did where I was testing out the Enforcer, but actually the Enforcer I really did not like, specifically for these element veins, because like the box, the physical box around the Enforcer, it seemed to get snagged on the spires really easily, so it's kind of hard to navigate through the element vein to get from one enemy to the next. That was my own personal experience anyway. Alright, and then after this we got an Orbital Supply Drop right over there. That's kind of in purple OSD territory. Hopefully it's not, hopefully it's just red. Or at minimum yellow. Alright, who are we missing here? Okay, there we go. And this is wave... last wave. Nice. Here come the Wyverns. Oh, joyous day. I actually don't mind the Wyverns that much. I just don't like it when they lead all my birds like way up into the air, away from where they need to be, which is down here, fighting off the ground attackers. There it goes. Oh my goodness, I am dying. Actually heard the heartbeat sound that time. Yeah, sometimes I'll just forget, and then I won't hear that heartbeat indicating I'm getting low on health, and I'll just die. That's always a bummer. Okay, well this wave looks like it's almost clear, and then all we have to do is run around and collect the element. Yeah, so that wasn't too bad. Yeah, so if you have the capability, I would say of even completing a yellow OSD, you should be able to complete Element Vein at 50,000 health. Okay, we're just looking for a straggler. Where would it get stuck at? There we go. All right. Put all my birds on passive. Set them all down. Alright, let's try to make this quick, because I'm losing health fairly quickly. And I don't have an infinite amount of health potions on hand. Medical brew, whatever you want to call it. It'd be interesting to see how much element I can get from this. I'd say this is probably a higher level element vein, so should be a pretty good score. God, my guy's such a whiner. Here's some freaking water. Relax. I've been tranquilized. That is super not good. Let's try to get somewhere safe. Yeah, because I don't think I have a whole lot of points in fortitude, so if I'm going to pass out... That's one thing I really don't like about collecting from these. What'd I get hit by? I don't feel safe around here. Oh, there's a scorpion right there. Okay. Should be alright. Alright, we need to get back over to where we need to be. Oh, you take damage from going into the sulfuric water. Ascendant ghillie steps from dying so quickly. Oh, here in the sulfur flats, Jason. I do know that the hazard gear works really well. I'm only wearing one piece of hazard gear because I like having as much armor as possible. But I would suppose the ghillie suit would work. I think the ghillie suit keeps you cooler. And in this zone, you overheat fairly easily. I think that... I don't know if you could make it in Extinction. I don't think you can. But if you have the engram available... Oh, snake, what? You can build the desert gear. And I know the desert gear keeps you really cool.
The destruction of life.
Yeah, I kind of knew this was actually going to happen. Especially in this area. Corrupted dinos like to spawn in these element vein areas. Alright, where the snakes go? I don't want to be surprised by them. Ah! Bungholes. God, this is the hardest part of the whole frickin' thing. Just collecting all this stuff. Another snake? What is going on here? This place sucks. I wonder if I can drink this water. I think I can. Oh my god, another snake. This place is a hell zone. Okay, you know what? Oh, that's the main tree. I'm just gonna try to keep myself alive with medical brews for now. We got a scorpion here. God, I'll be lucky if I can even collect all this stuff. All this element. Come on. Alright. Give me a break here, game. In a second here, I'm just gonna... Yeah, let's just collect this thing. I'll be happy just to get the hell out of here. The main thing I'm missing from making the mech is polymer. And I'm going to get quite a few, hopefully, just from doing the orbital supply drops. I do have an Achatina farm as well, and then I have no problem getting obsidian, so... Yeah, okay. That's fine. Let's just get out of here. I didn't bring that many health potions. Alright, let's throw everything into my Argent. And then let's hop on my Pteranodon and we'll get moving to the next thing. Alright, let's go. Let's get the hell out of these sulfur fields. Okay. Where to next? I know that I did see smoke over there at one point. I don't know if that might still be over there or not. That orbital supply drop. I gotta go grab some water from the city real quick. Fill up my canteen. Yeah, I'm not going to do every element vein that I run across tonight. I'm more interested in the orbital supply drops right now. But if, you know, I see another high-level element vein, I'll do it. Because I have enough element to build the mech that I want to build. I've got a blueprint for an Ascendant level 280 mech. And that's out of a possible 300 levels, so it's a near perfect mech. But I would also like to build maybe 3 or 4 more Ascendant Enforcers. That way I can take like a squad of Enforcers out just to have fun and see how well a group of them will do at an orbital supply drop. Oh, I'm a fool. The whole point was to fill up my canteen. There we go. Alright, moving on. Looks like I have all 14 of my Argents. Yeah. Okay. Let us look for some smoke. Wow. Must all be on the other side of Sanctuary here. Yeah, and all of tonight I'm going to be keeping my eyes open for high-level Rex. If I'm missing a male. Yeah, so I've got level 360 female Rex. If I stumble across a male Rex at least level 250, I'll tame it. I've had really bad luck finding high-level Rexes. I've even brought all my Argents into the Forbidden Zone and cleared out the Gigantosauruses and the Rexes, the low-level Rexes, and the Wyverns, hoping that high-level Rexes will spawn, and to no avail. So I'm hoping that just eventually I'll get lucky and stumble into one at some point. Alright, well here's an OSD up here, but usually I think the orbital supply drops that land really close to this door tend to be low-level OSDs, blue, probably, if I were to guess. Hopefully I'll be pleasantly wrong. And it is a blue, of course. Alright, well let's get started and then we'll just leave it to get destroyed. And then move on to the next thing. Does anybody in chat know a trick to get these orbital supply drops to activate right away? Like, I just kind of fly around it until it eventually starts. But I'm not sure what the exact trigger is. Yeah. Alright. So, we don't want that one. Blue at this point of the game is a waste of time. I don't see any smoke anywhere else, so we'll look for another element vein. Actually, yeah, we'll go over to the Forbidden Zone and look for some high-level Rexes, or maybe even run into a high-level element vein, because they can spawn over here. Alright, so anyone who's a console player, I hope I don't make you all too jealous with what I'm about to do, because I don't know if you can do this on console, but I don't think you can. There's a mod called the Dino Tracker, and I'll show you what it does here. So I have it equipped on my gauntlets. I just hit F5 to open it up. Now let's say I lost one of my tame dinos, right? I can just click here to find tribe dinos. Here's all my dinos, right? And then all I have to do is hit find. Oh my goodness. And it will point an arrow in the direction of where I need to go to find that dino. And then, not only that, but if you select show wild dinos around me, it will actually show you the wild dinos that are around you, and you can just hit find, and it will, if there weren't so many Argents, okay, so that's what it shows. I hit find, and it has this beam of light. There it is. It will also have an arrow pointing you in the direction that you need to go if it's further away. But the Find Wild Dinos function actually doesn't search out that far. You have to be in a relatively close proximity for it to work. Yeah, this is also another really great way to level flyers, is just to go through the Forbidden Zone. Obviously, I want to bring my Pteranodons in there, but Argents with really good saddles. Again, I've got 14 Argents, all high-level bred with Ascendant saddles. I can run that area pretty well without having to worry about it. Alright, I'm going to put my guys on passive here. See if there's any Rexes around the outside here. Kill closest corrupted? What do you mean by that, Jason? Let's see here. Alright, so here's some Rexes. So I'm going to kind of fly close to them. There's some right there. And I hear an orbital supply drop. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to hit F5. So instead of looking at the Rexes with a Spyglass, I'll just open up the Dino Tracker. Level 250 female. If that were a male, I'd probably tame it. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, well let's go see what this orbital supply drop is. And then after this orbital supply drop, I better go through my birds' inventories and get them cleaned out. But that'll be really quick with the S plus transfer tool. Actually, is it called a transfer tool? I don't want to... Yeah, S plus transfer tool. Oh! Okay, so what Jason just said is if you kill the closest corrupted dino to an orbital supply drop, that should start the orbital supply drop thing. Yellow. Okay, yellow's good enough to do. We'll do it. Jason, no, I have not tried the S Plus Dino Finder. I think I've seen it, though. I just haven't used it. Well, here, let's take a quick look. Let's just type in Dino. Oh, there's two different Dino Trackers. Alright, let's see your Dino. It's not finding Dino Finder. Do you know if it has a different name, Jason? I know that there's like a tracking device that you can put on your dinos. I think you put it in like the costume slot maybe of your tamed dino that you want to keep track of. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've seen that before, Jason. I've never actually used it, though. Does that work pretty well? I really, oh, it's a sub-function of the transmitter. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know, the Dino Tracker kind of eliminates the micromanaging that would come with that type of the transmitter system, simply because all you have to do is, let's say I want to find this Achatina. This Achatina got lost. All I have to do is hit find, and it has, here, I'll hit F6. So it shows that arrow there. Well, it's hard to see with all these Argents following me. But yeah, an arrow pops up and just points in the direction you need to go. Yeah, I think for maybe my next stream, my next ARK stream, next Monday, either I'll probably be doing the mech, where I craft it and then I'll go around and test it out. But what I really want to do is it'll probably be next Wednesdays live stream. I'll do the King Titan. Hopefully. Hopefully I can do it. I don't know how difficult it actually is. Like, I wonder if the Argents that I have here could do it. Like, if they could withstand the fight. Oh, I've got a question for you, Jason. I haven't gotten to the point in the game where I've done any of the beta titans. Like, I've done all the gamma titans except for the king titan. Do I have to actually kill the gamma king titan in order to start doing the beta titans? Or, since I've already done the gamma fight for the forest titan, can I go in there right now and do the beta version of it? Since you're here, I thought I might as well ask. I could just go check. Just figured it'd probably be quicker to just ask you if you might know. Alright, 2 hostiles remaining. There's one of them. Okay, so there's one more. And they're going to make us find them. Yeah, another nice thing about just having the birds is, like, all you have to do is fly over, like, get kind of close to where the missing dino is, and your birds will take the initiative to attack. So you don't necessarily have to see it, you just have to get close. Oh, it's attacking it. There we go. Oh yeah, no worries, Jason. I can figure it out pretty quick. I just thought I'd pick your brain to see if you might know. Yeah, these Argents are just ruthless. Exactly what I bred them for. Another really cool function I like about the Argents that wasn't always there. Like, it actually happened towards the end of my Ragnarok file. Is where they release the patch where the Argents, when they eat a corpse, like, they heal quite a bit of their health. And I think they actually, their movement speed increases too, if I'm not mistaken. Making the Argents, like, really good killing machines. Yeah, so what my plan is I'd like to find that high-level male Rex, and then, you know, I already have that, like, crazy female Tech Rex, and then breed, I don't know, get, like, 5 really good Rexes ready to go, 5 bred Rexes, and then throw them down not too far away from a purple supply drop, orbital supply drop, and I think that's the thing that will allow me to actually complete the purple orbital supply drop. Just having some tanks on the ground around the supply drop itself. Okay, Jason. So you think that I do have to beat the Gamma King Titan in order to unlock the beta versions of the Titans? That was kind of what I was thinking, but, like, I wouldn't have been too surprised if it were just hey, I already beat the Gamma Forest Titan, now I can just go back in and do the Beta Titan. Yeah, and I'm not going to tame anything until I can get to the alpha versions of the Titans. Like, that's actually kind of one thing about me with ARK, is I don't like having a bunch of dinos laying around. So, like, I won't tame anything unless it's good enough. Because I hate having a cluster of useless dinos laying around. But with the oh my goodness, with the cryopods, it's really nice because you can just store all your useless dinos in cryopods now, or just dinos that you want to get out of the way. Alright, what do we got here? Well, this must be the finale for this round. A couple of Dilos. Oh yeah, oh man, the Dilos are coming in from all directions. Getting flanked by Dilos. Alright, let's just sit on our perch. Let the RGs do all the work. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything less than a yellow OSD. I was actually hoping this would be red. With the red orbital supply drops, there's more work on my behalf because that's when I actually have to chase around the wyverns. Jason, you know what? I actually had that same question. So Jason asks, for breeding, don't you have to use tech on tech and normal on normal? I think so. I think probably. Most likely. But I don't know. I don't have a definitive answer on that. I've never actually tried to cross-breed them. You know what I think I'm missing from my forest? More Argents. I think I need another 10 or so. I actually do have like 2 or 3 more high quality bred Argents at my forest base. I just don't have the materials to make them saddles. And I got kind of sick of running the desert cave, getting the chitin. So I just wanted to take a break with Argent saddle crafting. I forgot how much it takes. It takes like 10,000 chitin or keratin for one saddle. For the saddles that my Argents have anyway. Alright, next round. Yeah, Jason, that's probably how I would do it too, but it would be interesting to get a concrete answer on that. Like if you can breed a normal T-Rex with a tech T-Rex, or a normal raptor with a tech raptor. That'd be cool if like it created kind of like a hybrid of the two. Kind of like a mutant in a way. It's just like a normal Rex with like shards coming out of it. Well, hopefully my RGs are going to have some good levels after this OSD. I think this is, what, like the 3rd event that I've done tonight without having checked their levels yet. I'm going to definitely need to empty out their inventories, though, after this fight, because they're probably getting bogged down with weight. Okay, so Tech Rexes can be up to 40% higher stats. Yeah, so since my max wild dino cap is 300, that level 360 Tech Rex I found, I think that's 40% of 360. I don't know, it's somewhere around there. So that female Tech Rex is the absolute maximum that I could find. So I got really lucky with finding that, and I found that actually. Here, let's get out of this mode here. Oh, I love that coming out of K-View, where it shows all the damage that's been done. But so, where is that? So about 30 latitude, 30 longitude. Or maybe 30 latitude, 20 longitude, where that structure is. That's where I found that super high level Tech Rex. And I've seen some other high level Rexes there too, but I didn't want to settle for anything under level 250. You know, preferably 280 or higher. Alright. That was it, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see what I get. Hopefully a bunch of polymer. Yeah, so the way that I handle these is I just pick everything up as fast as I can, and then just empty it as I go along. I think it's quicker to do it that way. And these, what are these things called? Whatever these are, these boxes, they spoil fairly quickly, so I'd rather just pick everything up and make sure that nothing disappears. Because actually the first time I ever completed an orbital supply drop, I was kind of taking my time, messing around, and like a bunch of the stuff disappeared. Alright. Okay. What in there was garbage? Stone is garbage. Stone structures are garbage. At this point of the game anyway. Obviously stone structures aren't always garbage. Okay. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to use the S+ transfer tool. Where's my habit? Okay. So, let's put everything into this Argent. Okay, so anybody that's unfamiliar with the transfer tool, you can set up presets for how, from a source to a destination and the items. So you can set up 5 different presets. And my first preset, I'm taking from all the dinos, all these different things. And all these things are garbage. And the destination is my personal inventory. And so the way I did this is I actually, as I got garbage from my Argent's inventory from the kills that they would get, I would add it to this preset. So I'm going to hit 1, transfer. So it took all that stuff from all the Argents and put it into my inventory. So all the stuff is just garbage. I think there's a couple things in my preset. Yeah, no, that's all garbage. So we're just going to drop all that. And then preset 2 is just taking all the raw meat. So the source is all the dinos. I'm taking all the raw meat and I'm putting it into my personal inventory. 5,860, we're just going to drop all that. And then we're going to do it again because I simply couldn't just... That filled up... Yeah, so it filled up my whole inventory again with raw meat. So we're going to drop that. Let's do it again. Wow. Okay. So I just dropped about 17,000 raw meat. Okay. So actually, that was about 4,000. I'm going to spread that out amongst all the Argents and the Pteranodon. Okay. And then, last thing that I do, this last preset, preset 5, is taking all the stuff that I want to keep from all my Argents and putting it into my personal inventory. And then I'm just gonna... I don't want to keep all the spoiled meat. So we're just gonna drop all that. And then transfer everything into my own personal Argent. Okay, so all my Argents are now clear. Let's hop back on my Pteranodon, and I just heard another orbital supply drop. And hopefully it's a red one. Hey, welcome back, Woolly Bow. You haven't missed much. Just did an orbital supply drop. Alright, make sure I got all my birds. And moving on. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to level them. But that's okay. They'll be alright. Does anybody see any smoke? I don't. Which means the orbital supply drop probably fell in the southern hemisphere. Or the southern area of the map. Before the next fight, I probably will land and just make sure everything's leveled up. Yeah, let's do it right here. This is a good spot to land, it looks like. Just turn my Argents onto aggressive for a moment, make sure there's nothing in the area. Seems to be safe. Put them on passive. Tell them all to land. Okay, let's see if they got any levels. One level, yeah. Need some help. Wow, 10 levels? Alright, let's get him up to 30,000 health. Movement speed's at 200%. Alright, let's crank up some melee damage. Alright, so this one Stratus I've designated as my cargo. So I don't focus too much on health with him. I focus on movement speed and weight. So that way, like if I have a ton of stuff that I want to move from one location to the other, this is the Argent that's for that. So I'm going to put point into weight. Need some health. Wow, this one's a this one's a monster. Almost 40,000 health on that one Argent. Looks like I need to add some more garbage to my preset on my S Plus transfer tool. Wow. Yeah, these Argents are just getting insane. I've had them all for a while now. Wow. That'd be sweet to get them all up to at least 40,000 health. Yeah, so the way I actually do this, like for this Argent squad, I got 14 Argents. I prioritized the points into movement speed first. That way I didn't have to slowly get around the map. I could kind of quickly get around the map. And then I focused on health, got them all. I think my first target was 25,000 health. And then I set a target for melee damage. That way I can kind of upgrade all my Argents uniformly. And that way I know where they all are with stats. Now with the cargo Argent, obviously, I finagle his stats a little bit differently. Alright, we're almost done here. Okay. Let us initialize dispatch. Come on. Yeah, a good way to get an eye on orbital supply drops is just to fly straight up, and that way you can kind of see all around the map. The smoke that billows from the OSDs is actually, I think, is actually visible. Yeah, so there's one right down there. I don't think there's any closer ones, so we'll just make our way over to that one. Now I'm going to fly back down, make sure none of my Argent's de-rendered. Okay. Yeah, and so since all my Argents are at 200% movement speed, they all move at the same rate. That way, I'm not just waiting on one Argent who's super slow, way in the back, worrying if it's gonna unrender or de-render. I don't know what's... Anybody in chat know what the appropriate terminology is for that? Is it unrender or de-render? Alright, hopefully we got a red OSD down here. That would be the most lucrative scenario. Alright, what do we got here? Please don't be purple. Please don't be purple. Okay, so it is de-render. Thanks, Jason. That's kind of what I thought. Wasn't sure, though. Yellow. Yellows are almost to that point where they're not worth my time, but they still are. And it's better than flying all the way across the map to find out that what I was flying at was just a blue OSD. So we'll just stick it out with this yellow supply drop. If I'm not mistaken, actually, this is one of those locations, OSD locations, that dinos do get stuck, and you have to go find them. But I don't think it's too bad at this location. There we are. Yeah, and then what's kind of fun about this is at the very end of the live stream, we'll take a look and see everything that I got out of 2.5 hours of live streaming, just from simply doing orbital supply drop and element vein runs. I think after this OSD, it might be smart to do another element vein if I happen to stumble across a high level one anyway. I don't want to get accused of false advertising. The thumbnail does say OSD and element. I already did do an element vein, I guess, so I think I could prove my case in court. Alright, round one complete. Man, that was rough. Okay, so Jason says, in my way back to Ragnarok to replace... Oh, alright, man, you're out of here? Well, good luck. I hope you find a super high-level fire wyvern egg, man. Yeah, sorry to hear that you got screwed. ARK can be a volatile mistress. That's for sure. You have a good night, man. Alright. I think we got some lollygaggers this wave. Oh, right over here. Alright, so I think they like to get stuck. If they do get stuck. Okay, I think I remember them before that I've done this OSD location. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so sometimes they'll get stuck behind this rock. So if you ever do this orbital supply drop location, Jason says, thanks, bro. You're so right about it. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, so if you ever get stuck here, it's probably because there's just a dino hiding behind this rock. Or a couple. Like, there's that one, too. And that should... Oh, man, there's even more. Wow. And hopefully that will be it. And it was. Alright, let's just land here and let them come to me. Expend the minimum amount of effort. Another nice thing about just like landing on top of the orbital supply drop like this is it keeps all of your dinos as close to the OSD as possible. You know, like if I were to fly a little ways away and my birds followed me and started attacking something else, then that wouldn't be as effective as a defense. I suppose you could argue that going and killing one of these routes that the waves comes from could be a beneficial strategy as well. But I do like to keep all my dinos at the OSD as long as possible. Yeah, Jason's asking if anybody in chat plays console ARK. Jason plays on PS4. Is that cross-platform with consoles? Like, if you're playing ARK on PS4, could you play with someone that's playing on Xbox One? And if so, that's BS that PC's not included in that cross-platformation. Okay, it looks like we gotta go find the rest of this wave. So, just like last time, we're gonna check around this huge boulder right here. It seems to be where they like to get stuck. And again, you don't necessarily need to see them, you just gotta get your birds close enough to attack it. There we go. Okay, so it's not cross-platform. Yeah, I'm surprised that someone hasn't created a hack yet to cross-platform any game. I wonder how complex of a thing that would be to do. Certainly wouldn't be easy, otherwise I'm sure someone would have done that by now. I bet you that will be a thing, like in the future. where like it doesn't matter if the developers included it as a function in the game or not. Like it will be like a third-party service. I should copyright that idea before someone makes a bunch of money off of it. Yeah, so anybody in chat, Jason is wondering if the update came out for Council ARK. Hey Jason, is that the S Plus update? Because if it is, I'd be super excited if I were you. I wonder if it's including everything, like the S Plus update that PS4, well, the consoles are getting. I wonder if it's going to include everything that the PCS Plus has, because, like, the Animal Tender, for example, like, I wonder if you'll get this, like, the S Plus Animal Tender. Like, if you're unfamiliar with what this is, like, I can just leave my Acatinas alone, because what the Animal Tender does is it pulls the Acatina paste out of the Acatina, and it pulls the organic polymer out of the Acatina constantly. So that allows the Acatina to constantly produce Acatina paste and organic polymer without me having to micromanage or go from Acatina to Acatina, pulling out one stack of Acatina paste at a time. All you gotta do is build the S Plus Animal Tender, put some kibble in it as fuel, and leave it. And, like, right now, this whole time that I've been streaming this, my Animal Tender's been collecting Acatina paste out of my Acatina. And that's just one. That's just one aspect of S+. There's so much crap here. Let's see here. Another one's the Gardener. The S+ Gardener. This just pulls all the berries and vegetables and stuff out of the crop plots. So you don't have to do that. What else is there? There's the... actually, let's get to the next wave here. Try to stick to the program a little bit. The point is that S Plus is insanely awesome. And it would almost seem like the person who created S Plus, the modder who created it, should just get a job at Wildcard Studios. As simple as that. I wonder if, I think it was a modder who created S+. I wonder if they're going to get paid. And if so, how much. Because S+, at least for PC players, has kind of become a standard. I think you have to do Gamma King and then Beta Others to get MOMI for mech. What do you, Jason, what do you mean, MOMI for mech? Wow, that wave was weak. Alright, let's go around that boulder again. I think this should be the last wave, right? Ah, there's one more. Okay. There we go. That should be it for that wave. Hopefully. Otherwise... Ah, there's one missing. Where could it be? I'm gonna check around this boulder again. Maybe I missed it last time. Oh. Okay, so what Jason just said, when you complete the Gamma King and Beta King, you get the ability to make the Mega Mech. Yeah, that'd be sick. I have still yet to make a normal mech, even though the mech that I want to make is level 280 out of 300 Ascendant, so it should be pretty good. And man, does it take a lot of materials to make. There we go. Yeah, again, I wasn't planning on doing this live stream tonight. Like, I was hoping to make this a mech live stream where I craft it and take it out for a stress test, but I just simply didn't have the polymer to make the frickin' thing. I think the mech that I'm trying to make, I think it takes 12,000 polymer, which is not a small amount of polymer. You know, so I was grinding all day trying to get to that point. It just wasn't happening. So it's like, well, might as well make tonight's live stream applicable to what I'm trying to do. And then, you know, it gives people the opportunity to see kind of my strategy when it comes to the orbital supply drops and element veins. Pretty hands-off approach. Like, I don't really have to attack. I just let my birds do everything. Clear them up. Okay, so let's go take a look around this Arthropleura. Slowpokes. What do we have stuck behind here today? Carnos, Pteranodon. Ah, my RGs have spotted something. Hopefully it was the corrupted dino I was missing. There we go. Oh, well, I hope this OSD drops all polymer. Yeah, right. It'll probably just be a bunch of stone. Knowing my luck. Okay. We'll take a look at everything that I picked up after I pick it all up. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? What did I get? Oh, this step's just gonna weigh me down. That's gonna weigh me down. Alright, well, not too shabby for yellow OSD. These are Megalania saddles. Blue Argent saddle, looks like a Theriznosaur saddle. Yeah, can't complain too much. Let's throw all this stuff. Let's see if my Havoc Stratus can carry more. There he is. Yeah, he's doing alright on weight. Yeah, so everything I've gotten tonight right now is in this Argent. So, it's been a pretty lucrative 1 hour and 50 minutes. Alright, let's see what else we can go find. I really am hoping for a red supply drop. Come on. Alright, let's get up here and take a look. No smoke coming from over there. No smoke coming from over there either. Wow. This game's really been making me fly around a lot tonight. From the southern zone of the map to the north zone of the map, back to the south zone. That's okay though. That's why I pumped my birds with movement speed. Yeah, anybody in chat that might be interested. So right now I do ARK streams every Monday and Tuesday, or Monday and Wednesday. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday Borderlands 2. When Anthem comes out February 22nd, I'm going to replace my Borderlands 2 schedule with that. So as soon as Anthem releases, I'll be playing that Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'll probably stick with continuing to do ARK videos every Monday and Wednesday. And then a month after Anthem comes out, the Division 2 is coming out. So then I'm going to have to figure out a way to work that into my schedule. And then a month after that comes out, Rage 2 is coming out. And then I think at some point this year, Doom Eternal's coming out. So I'm going to have a pretty packed schedule. I think if all is going well, if people like what I'm doing, if people like my live streams, I'll put more time into it. You know, maybe I'll start doing 2 live streams a day instead of just the 1 every day. Because the only day that I don't live stream is Sunday, and my primary job is realtor, so like my schedule is pretty flexible. And if I can make enough money, like if I can get enough subscribers and start like doing affiliation deals and sponsorship deals and stuff like that, if I can get to that point, then I can back out as being a realtor and just do this full time. Because I definitely like playing video games a lot more than I like performing as a real estate agent. Yeah, so if anybody in chat has any questions about real estate, ask away. I'm going to put in a disclaimer right now that I'm not a lawyer. And I won't be held accountable if my advice gets you into trouble. Yeah, that's one thing I think that you'll find with real estate agents is they always defer. Like, there's certain things that agents are definitely responsible for. But, like, if they start giving you advice on, like, the condition of the home you're looking at, that's a big no-no because the agent isn't the one who is a professional with home inspections. So a good agent will then defer your question about the condition of a home to a home inspector. Let's see here. I'm not seeing any OSDs. Looking for smoke. Maybe the game just ran out of them. I would do that element vein, but I really don't think that'd be worth my time. Because it's such a small vein, and I won't have to sit through 5 waves of crappy enemies. Well, I suppose what I could do is run through the Forbidden Zone. That might be fun. Or actually, you know what? I'm just going to kind of go around the outskirts of the Forbidden Zone and look for a high-quality element vein to do. And look for a high-level T-Rex. I just need... I'd be happy... I'd be okay with a level 250 male Rex. Or higher. And then I can start breeding Rexes. Alright, let's whip out the Dino Tracker. Show wild dinos around me. Level 250... not good enough. It's a cool looking Tech Rex right there. Only level 36 though. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I feel like the cooler they look, the higher level they should be. Alright. Well, I didn't see any element veins going around the proximity of the Forbidden Zone. So what I'm going to do is just fly straight up, and hopefully that will unveil an OSD location. Come on. Okay, I think I got all my Argents. Yeah, sometimes when I don't see any orbital supply drops, they actually, it's because they're over on the other side of the sunken forest hole. So we'll go look over there. And I do know that really high level element veins can spawn over here as well. So even if we don't run across an OSD, hopefully we'll at least run across an element vein. And let's take a look at these Rexes here in this area. Garbage. Yeah, look at these levels. So max level 300. Got level 40 Rex, 60, 40, 110, 30. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm gonna have to give my tarot a break here soon. Been flying around forever. Get a little bit of stamina. Yeah, let's just land here for a second. All right. I'm always paranoid of losing an Argent, because I dumped a bunch of time and love into each and every single one of them. But that's also why they're so badass. Alright, so this is a pretty dangerous area up here. I always thought that this would be a really cool spot to build a base. Probably wouldn't be the smartest place to build a base, though. Okay, so hopefully we'll see something as we round this corner right here. If not, then the game must be broken. What is going on here? Yeah, I'm not even looking for my, I'm not even seeing anything that fits the bill for my secondary objective, which is the high-level male tech racks. Man, I'm gonna have to put some more points into my Argent's movement speed at some point. I'm sure they're actually getting kind of close to their max possible level, so I don't want to sacrifice their killing ability just for map, traveling across the map quicker. Alright, let's see what we can find over here. Yeah, so this is actually where I found that level 360 tech Rex, which is the highest level Rex that you could possibly find on this file. Yeah, no element veins, no OSDs. Not a fan of that. Yeah, actually, you know, if I weren't live streaming, one thing that you can do, if you wanted to, like, if you were having really bad luck with your orbital supply drops, you could just exit out of the game, and when you come back in, I think it's like, it's only a couple minutes, and a new batch of orbital supply drops will come down. Yeah, like I almost about feel like I need a element vein and orbital supply drop reset. We'll just kind of work our way around, and then if we don't find anything, we can just BS and chat for a little bit if you guys want. I've been thinking of also setting up a Discord, so if anybody in chat wanted to actually like talk, you know, we could do that as well. Just because there's not a whole lot of people, that would actually probably be even cooler to do that. But I don't think everybody would really like to do that. So if anybody in chat shows any interest ever in doing something like that, I'll get that set up. You could ask me for real estate advice. Ah. Okay, and it looks like a decent one. Look at that. I'm gonna guess 25,000 health. Yeah. That's how smart I am. Okay, so let's do this. Make sure my birds are on aggressive. Yeah, so all these different locations, all these element vein locations, and all these orbital supply drop locations, they all have different routes that the enemies come from, and different spawn points that the enemies spawn from. Like, for this location, I think one of the spawn locations is right over here. Maybe not on the first wave. But they'll start here and they'll run over here and start attacking your stuff. And then I also think that they come from that direction and possibly this direction as well. I think if I knew the spawn locations for these different element veins and orbital supply drop locations, I'd probably change up my strategy a little bit. So at the beginning of a wave, I would just already be at one of the spawn locations and pretty much spawn kill a whole route for that, you know, for each wave. Here they come. All right, come on, RGs. Yeah, there's actually certain locations, like certain orbital supply drop locations and certain element vein locations that I'm starting to consider just avoiding, because they're locations where there's multiple spots where the wave dinos, the corrupt dinos that are coming to try to attack your element vein or OSD, like they'll get stuck in multiple different spots. So like every wave, you have to go out and check all these different spots to see where the rest of the wave is hiding. So like I'm starting to learn which ones are like that. Because, like, everything is about time, you know? Like, what's worth your time? And trying to hunt down dinos that are getting snagged behind rocks and stuff. Like, this one's not bad. I think this is the only snag location for this element vein. So that's not bad. It's right here. So this is actually a good element vein location, because it's just one of those areas where I don't think many things get stuck. Ideally, there just won't be any place like that, but I can't imagine how difficult of a game this would be to create from a developer's standpoint. Like, all the moving parts, it's just such a complex game, you know? It's actually very impressive. I mean, even with all the glitches and stuff. I remember back in the day when you were just happy because you could play co-op. I remember, like, man, I was so little, but like on the NES, Super Mario Bros., how you could play. It wasn't co-op, but it was like multiplayer, and it was like kind of like a competition. What was that? I don't remember what it was called. But that's actually a pretty fun, like, multiplayer game. It was super simple, you know. But, like, back then, I don't think I would have ever even guessed that a game like this would exist. Woolly Bo, welcome back, man. Alright. There we go. Yeah, so let's see here. Let's try to, yeah, so you can see them spawning right there. So that's one of the spawn locations. And you can pretty much just spawn kill them as they come out. So that's not a bad strategy. The only trick is actually knowing where those spawn points are for each OSD and element vein location. Z locations. Ah, alright, sounds good, man. You're gonna be heading out then? You shouldn't miss too much. I might go and check to see if that ODS is red. If it's red, I'll do it. If not, I'll probably end up calling it a night. But I got a good feeling that that's going to be a red one. It's either going to be red or purple. And I don't really fancy doing a purple right now. Simply because I know that there's no chance of success doing it. I know that the purple orbital supply drop will get destroyed. I don't have enough firepower with the strike team to actually complete that. But if it's red, then that would be well worth my time to do that before ending the live stream. So that's still a little ways out, but you won't be missing much other than that, Willy Bo. Alright, what are we missing here? If I were a corrupted dino, where would I get snagged? I think I would possibly get snagged back here. Trying to think like a virtual dinosaur. Oh. Okay, I don't know where that was. Alright, let's just spawn kill this route while we're here anyway. Here they come. Whoa, that looked crazy. I haven't seen them spawn that close before. It's like little polygons that like come out and like form. Alright, try to get my RGs back over here. Clear out the element vein. Oh, that raptor just destroyed one. That's okay. There'll be plenty of element spires to collect from once this is over with. Alright, let's get some stamina back. Did you get raided again, Willy Bo? And along with that question, did you get raided while you weren't online? Because if you got raided and you weren't even online, then the PvP settings are not cool. Wow, so they can raid you when you're not online? Dude, I don't even know if I could play like that. And if I were to play like that, I would have to get an early... Like, I would have to be there the day that server started. Because I wouldn't join a server. There's been a bunch of people who've already spent a bunch of time building up their stuff. You know, and then they can just go attack anybody's base while they're not even online. Oh, that would piss me off so much, dude. Oh, no, they're turned off and small. Okay. That was super easy. Alright, I'm just gonna land my birds right in the middle here. There we go. Yeah, anybody in chat, if Woolly Bow, if you got time and if you are interested, Woolly Bow would like someone to play with to get revenge on someone who's been raiding him. That should be fun. If anybody would be interested in doing that. So much element. Yeah, this is way better than collecting the element from the sulfur fields. That was a nightmare. Titanoboa, Arthropleura, lurking around. Hey, Woolly Boat, how much time have you spent on that file that you keep getting raided on? Because, like, I don't know, that's just, I don't know if I would even mess with that. Like, I understand that you want to save what you've got and everything like that, but, you know, it might just be an uphill battle, and it might not be worth your time. Again, like, if I were to play on a PvP server, I would have to be one of the first people on that server, so that I would have a leg up on everybody else, and not the other way around. And I think that, like, I don't think I'd mess with anybody unless they messed with me. I'd probably try to maintain a more lawful server. But of course, I wouldn't protest if somebody wanted to raise a fuss. That'd be, oh, 10 hours, 14 hours? Okay, well that's not too bad at least. I mean, it's a good chunk of time. Obviously, time that you don't want to lose. But it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I am. Yeah, if you want to hear a horror story, Woolly Bow, it was something that I couldn't even, like, protect myself against. So I had a Ragnarok server that I managed and I hosted through a server company called Craft and Survive. And I think we probably had around 800 hours on that Ragnarok server, and it was me and a bunch of my friends from the military playing on it. And one day, it just said that I couldn't log into the server, and I think I might have told you the story already. But it turns out that Craft and Survive claimed that I just wasn't paying them anymore, like they weren't getting my payments. But they were getting my payments. I could see it coming out of my bank account. And I even showed them the transaction history. So anyway, for months after that, not only did they not let me back into my server, they kept charging me. So I had to keep paying them for a server that I wasn't even allowed to use for like 6 months. And then until finally they somehow managed to cancel the payments that were coming through. Yeah, we were just about to actually have to cancel our credit cards. Me and my wife were about to have to cancel a whole credit card just because of that. Yeah, and no joke, like, I think we had about 800 hours on that server. Okay, you know what? We need to get some water here. And then I'm going to go check and see if that OSD is a red one. If it's a red one, I'm going to do it. If it's a yellow or purple or anything else, I will not. And I'm actually in the market for Megatherium, so let's take a look at this guy. Or girl, level 100, not good enough. Alright, just gotta get some water here. Go through water like crazy out there. Alright, let's make sure this is a safe area. And it appears to be. Okay, let's put all this stuff on my Havoc Stratus. Where's my cargo? Okay, here we go. Garbage, garbage. He's getting pretty high in weight there. Should be alright though. Actually, let's dump what I can dump here. So all this should be garbage. You know what, I'll keep the organic polymer actually, because I could use that for building the mech. I need all the polymer I can flip and get. That's like one of the main reasons why I'm even doing this. Okay. Alright, we'll take some meat out of them. Drop all that. Okay. Cool deal. Yeah, okay, let's go see if that is a red orbital supply drop. I'm really hoping it is. I think I've had one red OSD tonight. And usually I have a lot better luck than that. Alright, locked and loaded. I think I managed to keep track of all 14 of my Argents this whole time too. I don't think I've lost one yet. They can be a little tricky sometimes, you know. But once you get kind of used to managing them, you kind of get used to where they get stuck, you know, where they end up. So, like when I first started flying around this many Argents, like I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It's taken some finesse, some experience to get the finesse to not lose them. Okay, Willy Bo says corrupted nodules are a polymer analog. Willy Bo. Okay, so Willy Bo asked, how do you get mech blueprints? I think I got my mech blueprint from a red orbital supply drop. I got that shield, that mech shield thing from killing the Forest Titan. I guess it's possible maybe I got the mech blueprint from killing one of the Titans. But I've had it for a while, so I'm pretty sure I got it from a red supply drop. Okay, you know what? Let's just finish tonight off with finale. I'll do my best with this purple orbital supply drop, but chances are is it's going to get destroyed. I'm glad that didn't activate, actually. I'm going to level up my dinos as much as I can here. Who knows? Maybe I will be able to do it. I'm just kind of doubtful. Alright, here. And my Havoc Stratus needs to... Where is he? Where are you, Havoc Stratus? Oh, right over here. Yeah, so he's almost over encumbered, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut off his harvesting. Make sure. Yeah, so he won't collect anything. Let's see here. Does anybody need to level up? Yeah, not many levels to go around. Okay. Alright, let's do this. It's gonna suck. Worst thing that could happen is I lose an Argent. Oh yeah, Woolly Bo. Yeah, there. I've actually seen quite a few of those mutated dinos sitting around. Where was it? Yeah, like the red and green. I think there was a lot of red and green mutated. Oh, please be a high level male, please. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh well. Yeah, I think ever since Christmas, I've seen a lot of those mutated red and green ones. Yeah, Woolly Bo, after the stream, we can talk on Discord if you like. There we are. Alright, this is gonna suck. Wow, 4 wyverns on the first wave? No, 5 wyverns on the first wave? Okay, that's cool. I wish this were the Ragnarok map, and then I have my Lightning Wyvern, because my Lightning Wyvern would just tear through these a-holes. Okay. There goes that one. There goes that one. I wonder how many people have been screwed with these purple orbital supply drops. Because you think the natural progression would be blue, then yellow, then no, blue then purple, right? Then yellow and then red. Yeah, because that's kind of how the ranking system goes. Red Grin Gaming eases off at the first wave for women's till the 4th. Acknowledged. Yeah, my problem isn't like not dying or even losing origins. My problem is just preventing the orbital supply drop from getting destroyed. I just don't have enough firepower, and I realize that. But I wanted to get some super high level bred Rexes to drop down before the round starts. I've been shopping around for so many hours now looking for a high-level male Rex, and I'm just not finding very many of them. Not high enough level for what I want, anyway. Like, I'm super picky about what I choose to tame. I'm almost out of stamina here. Oh, triple kill. My Argent's gotten weak for me. Alright, sounds good, Willy Bo. I tried that last time, it wasn't finding you. But, yeah, I'll do that after the live stream here. Hopefully it'll work. Level 462 Wyvern. No wonder it took forever to freaking kill. Oh, I knew there was one more up there. Red Grunt says he was hunting Rexes for the bonus levels. Wasn't easy to find. Yeah. Well, I found, like, an absolutely perfect female tech Rex. Like, you can't find a higher level one. And so I've just been stuck, like, finding a high-level male Rex, and it's just been ridiculously difficult to find one. And, like, there's a ton of Rex spawns over at the Forbidden Zone, but even there, like, all those ones are just, like, super low level for some reason. And I've went through them, and I've slaughtered, like, everything in the Forbidden Zone, hoping for a good respawn, you know, a good tech Rex to respawn. No, never happens. Okay, so Red Grand Gaming says he takes S plus Tech Shield to keep the OSD damage down. Interesting. S plus Tech Shield? I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've ever built an S plus Tech Shield. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if I'd have the engram for that. Probably not, actually. I don't know how I would unlock that. How I would unlock that. Oh, he got me with that? Wow. Yeah, look at this mess. This place is a friggin' zoo. I'm gonna Gordon Ramsay this. Alright, later, Willy Bo. Have a good night, man. Yeah, sometimes when when I'm getting my hands dirty, I'll call it Gordon Ramsaying. Because if you ever, like, watch Gordon Ramsay, like, on one of his Kitchen Nightmare shows or whatever, he just gets his hands right in there. It'll be like a cockroach-infested pile of pus, and Gordon Ramsay will just dig his hand in there to show his victim what they've done. Yeah, there's no effing way I can do this. Maybe that wild Bronto will help me out. Probably not. Yeah, Red Grin, that definitely sounds like the way to go. And that's really good advice. I'll have to figure out which tech, how to unlock that tech engram. It might not be my next live stream. It'll probably be the stream after that, that I do the King Titan. Because I've killed all the Titans, everyone except for the King Titan. So, either that will be next Monday or next Wednesday that I do that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's got, Gordon Ramsay has that new show, 24 Hours to Hell and Back or something like that. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. You know, it's kind of the standard Gordon Ramsay formula, but it works. I'm always suspicious of those shows, though. Like, I always feel like there's just something a little bit too unreal about it. Like, they're planting mice and stuff. I don't know. It's probably all mostly real. I would like to hope anyway. Okay. Well, this is where the purple orbital supply drop gets destroyed. I'll be lucky to make it one more round. I really wish you could tame one of these titans, because these titans look super cool. Or, not titans. One of these wyverns. Like, these wyverns are really cool looking. And that was actually one of the reasons why I was so excited to play Extinction when it first came out, was I was super excited to get one of these wyverns. But, nope. You know, it's really easy to kill one wyvern without getting hit, but 3 wyverns is a little bit different. I gotta take it easy a little bit. My Terra is almost to that point of dying. We'll just let my archers have a little bit of fun. You should tame a Giga. I don't know, are there Gigas? I think all the Gigas on this map are corrupted, Woollybo. I think. Yeah, because I would tame a Giga no problem. I just don't think I've ever seen one. Yeah. Yeah, big Gordon Ramsay fan. Some of the stuff he says just cracks me up. One thing I really like about Gordon Ramsay, and not to keep this conversation going on forever, but like, I like how he just acts like a real person. You know? Like, he's just a real person. Like, at the end of the day, he drives home in a Lamborghini that costs $400,000, but the way he talks to people and stuff, like, he's just an honest dude. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. I don't think I'll ever bring a Terra to a purple orbital supply drop ever again. Like, I thought, like, even when I'm riding it, it's almost impossible to keep them alive because, I mean, again, just like, taking on 1 wyvern, no big deal. 2 wyverns, that's not that bad, but when you got 3, 4, 5, 6 wyverns flying around, like, your Terra's gonna take some damage, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, so, and I think I might even breed more Argents to add to the strike team. Alright, so Redgren says, Gigas are southeast of winter biome, generally according to... Okay, so they're not all corrupted then? I was just kind of under the impression that they were all corrupted, and I just, like, never thought to, like, search for them. How much health does this have left? Yeah. I'm just going to leave it at that because I already know that there's no... Oh, jeez. This is still going on up here. I was wondering where all my Argents were. Yeah, no, it'd be impossible for me to complete the purple OSD with where I'm at right now, so I am just going to get my Argents to get out of here. Okay, so there's... Yeah, Icarus / Woolly Boat. Like, if you can... Again, this is a solo file, so I think that if I were able to get you in here, there would be a tethering distance, so you'd kind of be, like, tethered to me. You know, which... I don't know how much fun that would be for you. But, you know, if this were, like, a server, like, if I were hosting it or managing it, like, you'd be in, like, Flynn Man, but, solo files are a little different. Well, shoot, I'm gonna have to go tame some gigas. Keep my eyes out for high-level male and high-level female. Yeah, my Terra took a beating. I'm gonna bring all my birds kind of to, so there's actually a little spot here right in the middle of Sanctuary that is one of the spots I like to store my strike team when I'm not using them. I'm gonna bring them over there, and then I'm gonna take stock of everything that I got in the last 2.5 hours, just running OSDs and element veins. I think we spent the past 2.5 hours in a fruitful manner. Red Gren says, attack shield, and you'd have it easy from that battle. I also keep my cats with the generator. Okay. Yeah, you know, that's another thing with Extinction. Like, okay, so I thought that all the gigas were corrupted because I've only seen corrupted gigas. I've never searched for non-corrupted Gigantosauruses, but also, like, the Quetzals, I've only ever seen one Quetzal my whole time playing Extinction, and it was flying above the Forbidden Zone, and it was only a level 30. So even if I were able to manage to knock it out, it would have probably died instantly the second it hit the ground. Do you have any... does anybody in chat know a good place to get the Quetzal? Or I've had good luck finding them in a certain spot? Alright, so let's get all the junk off of my birds. Alright. Okay, so we want to keep Fire Talons. We'll keep that because we need that for the Forest Titan, I think. I've already got a ton of T-Rex arms and a ton of Spinosails. I do want to keep the organic polymer, because to create that mech that I want to create is going to cost, I think, 13,000 polymer, 12 or 13,000 polymer. So organic polymer will help me out along the way for that. Okay, let's get all the meat offloaded. Alright, drop all the meat. Okay, we'll take this last little bit of meat that was in them and redistribute it. Okay, and then here's everything I want to keep. Okay, yeah, so everything that I got from tonight, this one Arjun can't carry all himself. So where's my cargo stratus? There he is. We're going to have to put some stuff into him. Alright. Let's, you know, I don't need these. I already got a ton of those. So let's take all the hide. Let's take all the organic polymer. Okay, so he should be able to fly at normal speed. We'll throw all this stuff on this Sergeant. Yeah, west side, put my couple south above the sulfur lakes. Okay. So along the west side, so from like 10 longitude to 50 longitude. Yeah, when you look at Gamepedia, I think, what did Gamepedia say? Because the ARK Gamepedia page has like spawn maps, and I flew all over at like higher altitudes trying to find a good Kets to tame. I just didn't have any luck at all. Okay, so this is everything I've gotten from the past 2.5 hours doing orbital supply drops and element veins. Nothing in either of these Argents was there previously. So let's see how well the time was spent. So I only got about 400 polymer. I got a bunch of organic polymer. Good amount of chitin, some weapons, some saddles, a ton of element, and that's just from 2. I think I only did 2 element veins, maybe possibly 3. I think I only did 2 though. Yeah. So, and then a ton of hide, obviously, and organic polymer. So, not a bad 2.5 hours, I don't think. Okay. Yeah, so Red Grin and Woolly Bow say west, northwest for Kets. We're finding a Quetzal. Alright, guys. Well, I'll stick around and chat and set up a Discord. So if anybody wants to chat in Discord, we'll get that set up and we'll add you to it. That way we can all talk if you guys want. Other than that, tomorrow through Saturday is Borderlands 2, and that's at 6 o'clock, and then we'll do ARK again starting next Monday. And I'm thinking that will either be a mech stream, where I actually craft the mech and go out and use it and test it, or that will be the Gamma King Alpha Titan fight, or Gamma King Titan fight. So it'll be one of those 2 options for Monday at 6 o'clock. So, hey, thank you guys so much for joining in and hanging out. It's very much appreciated, and I hope you all have a good night, and we'll see you next time.